Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's up, my peoples? And you're welcome back to my YouTube channel, The X Productions. I'm the Bizone, aka the Unknown Producer. And today we're just gonna continue with I call it celebration of Nas. You know what I'm saying? Celebration of Nasir Jones. Alright? So what I'm gonna do today is I'm giving you the very first song on wax recorded that Nas was featured on. Not even that he was featured on, that he even the first song he was ever on, and that was called Live at the Barbecue, and that's off the Breaking Adams album of from the group Main Source, Large Professor's group. You know, Large Professor also was a producer, and he produced Nas's a lot of Nas's songs and albums. Namely Illmatic and a couple of other stuff. Large Professor did for him. It dropped in 1991, and like I said, it was Nas's first verse. And after he dropped it and everybody heard him. Everybody was like, "Yo, who that?" You know what I'm saying? And he went, and like 30 years later, he's a legend. You know what I mean? He's an entrepreneur legend, Grammy-winning legend, rapper, icon, best lyricist of all time, one of the greatest rappers of all time. You know what I mean? So that's I have to give you a little back Nas, early Nas, when I think he was like maybe 17, 18 when this dropped, son. You know? Let's just get it. Let's just get it. So we got it live at the barbecue off of the album. Breaking Adams album by Main Source was dropped in 1991. Son, let's get it. And he sets it off.
My raps are trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle. Stampede the stage, I leave the microphone split. Play Mr. Tuffy while I'm on some pretty tone shit. Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Nasty Nas is a rebel.
That's my favorite line in the song. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. That's how hard he was. I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Yeah, if you snuff Jesus, you're going to hell. Straight up, yo. Bring it back again. Bring it back. Rewind selector. Okay.
Streets disciple, my raps are trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle. Stampede the stage, I leave the microphone split. Play Mr. Tuffy while I'm on some pretty tone shit. Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus. Nasty Nas is a rebel to America. Police murderer, I'm causing hysteria. My troops roll up with a strange force. I was trapped in a cage and lit out by the Main Source. Swimming in women like a lifeguard. Put on a bulletproof nigga, I strike hard. Kidnap the president's wife without a plan. And hanging niggas like the Ku Klux Klan. I melt mics till the sound waves over. Before stepping to me, I'd rather step to Jehovah. Slamming MCs on cement.
Another ill line I like. I melt mics until the sound waves are over. I melt mics till the sound waves are over. His voice, that powerful.
Sound waves over. Before stepping to me, I'd rather step to.
Sorry, just a little bit further, my bad.
Kidnap the president's wife without a plan. And hanging niggas like the Ku Klux Klan. I melt mics till the sound waves over. Before stepping to me, I'd rather step to Jehovah. Slamming MCs on cement. Cause verbally, I'm iller than an AIDS patient. I move swift and uplift your mind. Shoot the gift when I rip and rhyme. Rapping sniper, speaking real words. My thoughts react like Steven Spielberg's. Poetry attacks, paragraphs punch hard. My brain is insane, I'm out to lunch guard. Science is dropped, my raps are toxic. My voice box locks and excels like a rocket. Fatal is mercy. merciful and they curse me when I grip the
Yo,
mic. I
Fatal.
show no mercy. I got heart. I rip the party apart from the scenes and hem 'em up like bell-bottom jeans. But you get done. You get blues like 501. Brothers alive, but I bet you I'm live, son. So let me get upon the scene and redeem the dream of a team and knock 'em out like Mitch Green. Smoke some Thai weed flow at a high speed. Rap on off break, starting like North Flakes. Cause I'm living larger than the founders of 50 and Asiatic.
Okay. Since you said it, I knock him out like Mitch Green. Mitch Green, if y'all ever know and think about Tyson and back in the day when Tyson was champion and and fighting doing his thing, he ran into Mitch Green. Mitch Green was like, straight up hood, straight up ghetto, gang nigga. You know what I'm saying? And so he approached, I can't remember exactly how the story went, but pretty much, he approached Mike Tyson in the club, was running off at the mouth, and Tyson like one punch knocked that nigga out. That nigga's that nigga eye was swollen. They showed pictures of it and everything, and that's like a big thing. Like Mike Tyson's story. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was thinking. But Mike Tyson put it on him in the ring and outside the ring. All right, but Mitch Green was no joke though. Not saying he couldn't fight, but come on, it's Mike Tyson outside the club, so he know he's even a bigger beast then. Wind that son. Joe Fatal, he was nice.
Hem 'em up like bell-bottom jeans, but you get done. You get blues like 501. Brothers alive, but I bet you I'm live, son. So let me get upon the scene and redeem the dream of a team and knock 'em out like Mitch Green. Smoke some Thai weed flow at a high speed. Rap on off break, starting like North Flakes. Cause I'm living larger than the founders of 50 and Asiatic brothers that many rappers envy. So round up your crew and entourage and let the God merciful just take charge. Cause I'm too big for that small shit. Like pigs when it comes to a showdown. Puff and puff, but the ox won't get blown down. Cause I come strong, I can come at all and not be ready. That's what separates me from the petty. MCs gas themselves by drinking too much Getty and get torn the fuck up like confetti. I'm rich and thick and lyrics like Aunt Jemima. It doesn't take Keen and Ivy Wayne to know that I'ma get your sucker if you bite like a piranha. So say them preschool rhymes for the kids that want the rama. Point blank period with no comma. Rhyme so dangerous, call for the homicide. Cause I knock them dead even when I'm at my worst. The only future that lies ahead of them is the lights from the hearse. Got game like a crackhead, but don't be misled. I keep rappers on lock like a dread. Knots in the head from the words that I said. Should get a shovel and dig your grave for the shit you talk is dead. I grab up girls like Jacks, add them on like tax, and I'm over like hot tracks. As far as brothers are concerned, I pressure cook 'em from start. To finish, I diminish like a greasing art. Secondly, I'm sick of critics who's necking me. Ooh, you got an afro. Yo, but I got dough. Why's my name the large professor? Cause I milked your cow, in other words, I hit your heifer. Don't talk about how you could break Rambo. That's just a bunch of man, but your handful. Propaganda, save it for Savannah, Joe and Amanda, Zach and Alexandra. Don't let the folks around your way puff your head, cause you'll be the owner of a hospital bed. I'll kick fire out your ass so fast, you'll be as crispy as my man Bill Blass.
Same sample DOS effects used, they just looped it differently, and drowned it out a little bit with the bass. But that's the same sample that DOS used for they want effects. Same sample. But yo, that was Live at the Barbecue featuring Nas, Akinyele, Joe Fatal, and the Large Professor, and that's off of the Breaking Atoms album by the Main Source, which dropped in 1991. You know, like I said, I'm gonna be doing Nas this whole week, so I'm paying homage to him and celebrating him, cause he is relevant. You know what I'm saying? Don't let these kids pump your head up like Arthur Fisher said. Don't let them gas your head up. Or you'll be the owner of a hospital bed. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Nas, he's doing this thing. You know what I'm saying? Still, he carries himself well. And anyone who knows him personally, or any other his peers, his rappers, they really don't got too much to say about Nas personally. You know what I mean? He moves in such a manner that he just gets respect. You know, he's just like he a quiet. He seemed quiet. He seemed like a quiet dude and don't really start nothing, but he holds it down. But I ain't gonna fuck with him still. You know what I mean? Um, and he just gets that type of respect. He's a don. He's like a don. You know what I'm saying? Don of this hip hop culture. So just learn your history and know who's the greatest ones in this, and use what they did in their lives as a pattern for positivity. All right. So that being said, yo, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel again. The X Productions. I'm the Bizone, aka the Unknown Producer, and you know what you got to do. You gotta hit that subscribe button. You gotta hit that like button. And you definitely gotta leave them comments like you've been doing. I'm glad y'all been leaving comments. We've been having good conversations. I've been getting feedback, what you want to hear and stuff like that. And it's crazy. I did a reaction the other day, and someone commented, and I mentioned Malik Sealy in there. And he was like, no, he went to Talent Time. He told me, so I'm like, that's why I went to Talent Time. And he was like, yeah, I went to Mount St. Michael. I was like, wait, I played for Spelman. He was like, yeah, we rivals. I'm like, oh shit. It's like small world out here, yo. Small world, son. But anyway, peace and love, y'all. I'm out.